I want to share my result on some research. Like for control rigs, we have an option to pin some variables like input. And if we do this, we can make our logic in event graph or thread safe. But we have a bit of an issue because of we have no output. So this output doesn't mean that we will have pin here and we will get some variables that calculated in control rig, and then we can reuse it through our animation graph, like for applying some additional poses or else. So what I got to do is to figure out how to have some access to values that calculated inside of control rig. For example, here I have crouch control rig, and when I hit in the wall with the trace and I am placing a hand on this wall, I want to make some changes on the animation side. For example, I don't want to tweak every finger to make proper hand placement. I want to have variable that can turn on different layer, like additional animation with only fingers applying to output pose. And I figure out only one thing that I can do right now. It's to set curve value. So you go through your logic, and at some point when you want to call this value and set it to use it through your blueprint, you can set the value as a curve. How to do this? You can go to your skeleton and you can add a curve here, like test curve. And this test curve will apply to this skeleton. Then we need to refresh our skeleton in control rig because it was imported before the curve and it doesn't know that it exists. For example, I can let's call it actually not test curve, a test curve game animation sample project. Save, and then when I get to the control rig, I can see it, so we need to refresh it. And after that, we will get test curve that we created previously. So now I can get this value. For example, I got hit result or else, and I can convert it to value of float. For example, if I will have true, I will get 1, and if I will get false, I will have 0. And with this value, I can adjust logic in Blueprint. All I need to do is to basically get curve value, then copy the name of the value, and save it for optimization, or I will just show it here as a print string. So we can see that our blueprint is C and update the value that calculated here. And I will use like, I will make just for test this kind of thing to see that I have, yeah, I have 0. I can delete sequence and plug it after previous logic. So when I will touch the hand, right hand, when I will place right hand on the wall, when the result will be true, I will get 1, alpha 1, that I can easily convert to Boolean, or I can make greater than 0 and set up enums. And with that, I can see that I'm not used to save update animation. So I will make it again just to see the bug value. I got 0, and by default it was 1, so I need to check that alpha is 0. Then I will try to move right side to wall, and when I place the hand, I will get nothing because of the name of setting curve value. So right hand, I want to get curve from this value. We can use only the curves that exist on specific skeleton right here. And try again. So, and when I get to the wall and place a hand, the trace result is true, I will get value of 1. And with this value, I can then make it more beautiful inside of Blueprint and use this logic whenever I want.